curious, where did the name Talk come from?
I never shut up. That's the first thing. I'm always saying something. I always have something to say ever since I was a kid. Oh, brother, I can't get through. And then I also love Coldplay. Coldplay has a song called Talk, and I wanted to carry kind of Chris Martin and Coldplay with me. Like this decision was made like 8 years ago now. This is a long time ago.
Yes.
And so I carried it with me the whole time, and the two talk things just kind of made sense.
I mean, talking about 8 years or back in the past, if I can jump back now, I'd love to ask you about your musical journey, your musical career. It's obviously simmering, jumping off in the past year, but where'd you start?
Started when I was 4, started playing drums. Pretty much Justin Bieber, if you ask me. And then I kind of hopped around to a bunch of different instruments. Didn't really fall in love with anything, but fell in love with music in general. But then eventually high school kind of came around, and I had a teacher encourage me to sing, and turned out I could do it kind of good. And so she's like, you should keep doing that. And then it was like a passion thing, and then I played bass in a country band for a little bit. And then it kind of just, the opportunity to write my own stuff just came to me. I just decided to give it a shot, like maybe 10 years ago, 10 years ago. And it just kind of brought me here. A lot of trial and error, a lot of really bad songs, awful songs, a lot of deleted songs, stuff I couldn't even find if I wanted to, out of frustration, because I knew what I wanted to make, and that's what I'm making now. But I didn't have the skill.
We're talking about deleted songs or not great songs. You've obviously figured out your voice. You landed on a song that's resonated with millions of people. Where did that song come from?
It was the beginning of the pandemic. I went back to my parents' place in Ottawa, that's where I'm from, and decided that I was going to spend my time writing because I had nothing else to do. I didn't have a job at the time, so I really had literally nothing to do. And so I said, I'll take every second, every day, every hour, and try and make something, get better at my craft. And I just watched Interstellar.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I think Matthew McConaughey is an icon. I love him so much. I probably don't need to.
No,
I talk about him in every interview. It's not an obsession. It might sound like it. I just think he's so cool.
I guarantee you that at some point, everything's gonna go south on you.
Ready? There's been like The Martian with Matt Damon, where he's kind of stuck on Mars, you know? All these kind of space movies of seclusion and the size of space, and I love the idea of space. And I was lonely, and I was like, well, the farthest place I could conceptually get to was Mars. And so, just sat on the edge of the bed, and it came out real fast, like 15, 20 minutes. The kind of body of the song was there. It was missing a few details, but it was pretty much there.
What's it been like to, I guess, see how impactful this song has been to people in the past year? It's
a very humbling experience, but it was like people telling me their life stories and telling me, they didn't end their life because of the song, and it meant so much to them. And so I really wanted to keep it very respectful to those people, because it kind of grew outside of what it was to me. It was a song, it was my song, but now it belongs to kind of everyone else. And I think that was really cool, and I was really honored to have that happen and facilitate people talk about the issues that they're having. I think it can be a tough, there's YouTube comments that were like, I'm like a big burly trucker, I never cry, but when I heard this I pulled over and told my friends I love them. Stuff like that, where it's makes people think, it makes people spread love a little bit, tell people what's going on, that whole thing. But it's been incredible. It's been such a great experience. I mean, and the, I guess, notch in your belt that I saw most recently on James Corden performing to a whole new audience of people. Yeah, that was cool. I was so nervous. I don't really get nervous, but that one I was real nervous for.
Welcome back. This is exciting here, making his late night television debut, performing Runaway to Mars. Please welcome the incredible Talk.
But it went good. It went all right. I sounded okay, and James was super, super kind to me. He made the experience really nice. Everyone there, it was an incredible experience behind the scenes. Everyone was so sweet, and they really took care of me, and made it like a very nice first experience. There's nothing bad I could say. It was amazing. A little overwhelming, but definitely amazing.
We were talking earlier about you not really vibing with music, even though learning your instruments.
Yeah.
Now you seem to be a really confident guy who's like knows who you are, knows what your music is.
Yeah.
Was it a hard journey to get there?
Yeah, I think that's what pushed me into it, is not knowing who I was or pretending to be someone I wasn't for years. And then just something, I just got tired. I'm too lazy. I just got tired of trying to be someone I wasn't. And I met people that were really influential and really good friends and told me, this is who you are. Like, it's staring you right in the face. And I was like, holy, yeah, and that's what it is. I went on unemployment. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I went on unemployment and worked on, like, spent a lot of my days looking for work, government, looking for work. But a lot of my free time was just spent making song after song after song after song and just trying to get better and better. And then working with people who were better than me and learning from the real pros. And then things just started snowballing, and it's just sped up. And it's been great. I've loved every single part of it.
I mean, talking about snowballing, I've seen videos of you performing for 75,000 friends, you're calling them on TikTok.
Yeah.
What's the future for Talk?
Man, I don't know. At this point, I could not have predicted this year. I could not tell you. I hope more of the same. You know, everybody, I work with amazing people. Every single person in my team is so amazing. And everyone's ready. And I feel like I was ready for this last year, and it just took a little extra time, and so a lot of mental prep went into it. And I feel ready. You know, I got a great label behind me and a great record. I'm working on an album right now that will be out at some point next year. Don't know when, but it's looking really good, and I'm really hard on myself when it comes to new songs. And I love what we've made, and so I have a really good feeling about it.
Would you miss me in the end if I